lesson, not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube, man? It's Clutch. We back out with another video. Today's video, we got the best lockdown defender build in NBA 2K20. Now let me just state something real quick. When I say lockdown defender build, this build is actually just gonna say lockdown defender for the build name. It's not gonna say perimeter lockdown or multi-position defender, lockdown defender. Now this is a very common build in NBA 2K19 and even NBA 2K17. But now coming into NBA 2K20, they introduced a whole bunch of builds. And this build is actually pretty rare now, which is crazy to say because it used to be such a popular build in previous 2Ks. And also, I just forgot to say something, man. I really do appreciate you guys for 8,000 subs. You guys see we just went up another 10 subs. Thank you guys so much for 8K subs. It really means a lot. We getting so close to 10K subs. That's a huge milestone for me. So if you aren't subscribed watching this video, man, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button. But that out the way, we gonna get straight into the video now. Now with this build, I'm not sure if you can make it any other position besides a point guard. I know in previous years, the fan favorite position was the small forward because it was so diverse. You could play defense on guards and centers. A 6'10" small forward in previous years was nice. But this year, I haven't seen anybody else make it any other position besides a point guard. Now, I don't know if you can make it a shooting guard or a small forward. You probably can make it a shooting guard, but I know for a fact you can make it a point guard, and that's the way we're going to make in this video. So make sure you guys pick point guard. Other stuff does not matter. Okay, now moving on to the skill breakdown. When you hear the name lockdown defender, what pie chart do you think of? Obviously, something with defense in it, but when you hear lockdown defender, you're thinking of this pie chart. The all defense, very nice pie chart. Obviously, the defense is going to be the best. You're going to have good finishing. You're going to be able to get contact dunks with this build, which is very nice. The shooting, not the best. I know in previous years, lockdown defenders could shoot. Even though they weren't really made to shoot, they still could shoot. But this year, it's still going to be able to shoot mid-ranges, but three-pointers, not so much. But make sure you guys pick this pie chart for the lockdown defender build. Now, moving on to physical profile. Here is a very key thing. I was trying to make this build just to see with this pie chart, the all agility. You can't make this build with the all agility pie chart. I don't know why, but it's going to give you the name perimeter lockdown, maybe because your speed's too high or something. You can't pick this pie chart. Now, I don't know if you can, if that's the same thing with any of these other pie charts. I just know for the top one, it's going to change the name to perimeter lockdown. But the best pie chart, I recommend you just pick the balance. So you get balanced speed, balanced strength, and good vertical. This is going to be the best pie chart in my opinion for this build, so make sure you guys do pick this one. Moving on to attributes, man. Make sure you guys do it just like this. You want to say lockdown defender. You're going to put your close shot to a 70. You're going to max out your driving layup. And you're going to put your driving dunk to a 86. Now, let me just touch on this real quick. You guys see, I'm putting 86, but it maxes out as 91. Now, the reason why I'm doing 86 is if you do any higher than that, it's going to change the build name to a two-way finisher, and you do not want that. So keep your driving dunk at 86. You're still going to be able to get contact dunks with this build, even though your driving dunk's not a 91. But trust me, do it just like that. Standing dunk, put your standing dunk to a 45. And post hook, you're going to put that to a 47. So you get 10 finishing badges. Now shooting, you're going to max out every single shooting stat. Mid-range, three-pointers, free throw, and don't forget that post fade. And you guys see with this build, only 3 shooting badges. That's not very good, but hey, we'll take it. It's not going to be the best shooting like I said, but you'll be able to shoot a little bit. Now playmaking, we're not touching playmaking here. I compromised on playmaking to get some more finishing badges. If you want playmaking badges or just some upgrades, take some finishing upgrades off. Now defensive rebounding, you're going to max out your interior defense, max out your perimeter defense as well, max out lateral quickness, and you're also going to max out your steal and block, max that out as well. Now this offensive rebounding, you're not going to max that out. You're only going to put that to a 70 just because I feel like that's good enough, and plus you're still going to have 30 defensive badges. Now defensive rebounding, you're actually going to max this one out. You guys see with the 70 offensive rebound, you still have 30 defensive badges. But you guys can see, here's the build. You get 10 finishing, 3 shooting, 1 playmaking, and 30 defensive rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 44 badges. Not the most badges in the world, but this is the best way to make the pure lockdown defender build. Like I said, great finishing, going to be able to get contact dunks. Defense is obviously there and can shoot just a little bit. Now we're going to get straight into this other stuff. Body shape does not matter. Honestly, even though it's a point guard, I'm going to just pick built because it is a lockdown. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you pick though. Pick whatever you feel is the best. Height with this build, I don't know if this matters, but me personally, I do recommend you pick 6'6" for the height, just so you can be the tallest as possible to guard pretty much every position. You still are going to have a little bit of trouble with 7'3" centers, but you'll have a lot better of advantage if you went like 6'4" or something. Plus, look at your driving dunk, it's an 85. You guys know that's the driving dunk you need to be able to get contact dunks. You're going to be able to get the small contact dunks, the pro contact dunks, and the elite contact dunks. Pretty nice. So, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to have good defense, so make the build 6'6". Now weight, since we picked the bounce pie chart, you're going to want to max your weight out to 215 pounds just to get some extra strength. Your acceleration and vertical is still pretty good. Now I do notice that your vertical did dip below the 90. If you want to have that 90 vertical, you're going to have to go like a little bit like 205. But if you don't really care about the vertical being a 90, I would just max the weight out. That's what I'm going to do personally. Now wingspan, you are a lockdown defender. Max your wingspan out for the better defense. Now look at your shooting, 62 mid-range and a 49 three-pointer. Not the best stats in the world. 62 mid-range, that's definitely high enough to knock down some mid-ranges. The three-pointers, here and there, I don't really see you making too many three-pointers with this build, but you definitely can. You guys know 2K is pretty broken, so you'll be fine. Now takeovers, just since this build is a very rare build and it's a lockdown defender, I'm picking lockdown defender takeover to go with the build name. This build's going to be able to get contact dunks with that 85 driving dunk, so if you want to pick slasher, that's not a bad option, but I'm just going with lockdown to go along with the build's name. And you guys can see, here's the build. Just like I said, you have built a lockdown defender similar to Steve Francis, Russell Westbrook, and John Wall. Very rare build this year, lockdown defender. Honestly, a great build. But now we're going to get straight into the best badges for this build, man. If you guys are still watching this video, make sure you guys do hit that like button, subscribe. Let me pull up the sub count real quick. Like I said earlier, thank you guys so much for 8K subs. It really does mean a lot. You're watching this video, you haven't subscribed yet, do hit that subscribe button. I post every single day. You won't regret subbing to my channel. Now we're going to get straight into the best badges for this build. Put his 99 overall real quick. Let me take the sub count off. Give me a minute. Okay, so finishing badges, like I said, going to be able to get contact dunk. You're going to want to have gold contact finisher. I would also recommend you throw on slithery finisher, probably gold as well. Gold lob city finisher. These badges would be very nice. Now a badge I did leave out is Giant Slayer. You are only 6'6". This badge is going to activate when you go up against anybody that's 6'11" or taller. So I do want to have these 3 badges gold, so I might just go bronze with this badge. If you want to have this badge a little higher, I'd probably lower down maybe the Lob City finisher. But honestly, I think I want this combination, so that's what I'm going to do. But if you think you could do something better than that, please do it. Moving on to shooting badges, man. You guys can see we got 3 shooting badges. Now, here's the thing, man. 62 mid-range, 49 three-pointer. Like I said, not the best stats in the world. Now, you guys know, quick draw. You need this badge to shoot. If you don't have this badge on, your jump shot is going to be super slow. It's going to be super easy for people to contest you. But me, I'm the kind of person that if I have a little bit of shooting badges, I want a badge that's going to help me shoot a little bit better. What I mean by that is like something like Hot Zone Hunter. If you have all your Hot Zones, it's going to help you shoot better, or even catch and shoot. But I think you need quick draw with this build, honestly. If you don't have this badge, you're not even going to be able to shoot at all. Now, here's something. If you don't want to have the gold quick draw and waste all your upgrades on that badge, something you could do is, the lowest I would go with this is silver. Now, bronze quick draw doesn't really make a difference. Silver quick draw is going to make a difference. But if you want all that quick draw, just go gold. But I think this is going to be the best combination. Bronze catch and shoot, and silver quick draw, because you need quick draw obviously, and catch and shoot, it's going to give you a little bit better of a boost shooting. So I mean, it's going to be a pretty good combination. But I'm going to just go gold quick draw because I can't deal with my jump shot being that slow. I'm sorry. But now moving on to playmaking badges. One playmaking badge, you're not going to really be able to do anything. But since you're a point guard, you get the ability of having dimer. So throw on dimer. It's going to help your teammates out. It's only bronze, but you might as well do it. Okay, moving on to defensive badges. Here's the cream of the crop. 30 defensive badges, of course. Lockdown defender. Now, here's the time we go crazy. Now, you're going to want Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame intimidator, Hall of Fame pick dodger. Now, with the point guard, you can rebound pretty well, so I'm actually going to recommend you throw on rebound chaser. Now, you're only a 6'6" guard, but you can't really shoot too good. So if you're planning on setting screens with this build, do throw on Hall of Fame brick wall. Do I think you're going to be setting screens with this build? I don't know, honestly. It really depends how you play. If you do set screens, like I said, throw it on. Now, also, if you're playing threes, Hall of Fame chase down, you need this badge. But if you're not, don't waste your upgrades. I would say just throw on the defensive leader badge. It's going to help your teammates out on defense, give them a little defensive boost. Why wouldn't you want that badge? Now, another badge I would recommend you do is pogo stick. You're guarding an ISO player. You need to jump up and down to contest their shot or block them. Great badge. Now, I do recommend rim protector. Very high block. This is going to be pretty nice as well. And the last badge, if you did throw on chase down, you're out of luck because you're, you know what I'm saying, you already used all your upgrades. You're probably doing something like that. But if you haven't put down chase down artists, I would throw on Hall of Fame interceptor just so you can read lanes a little bit better. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the best pure lockdown defender build in NBA 2K20. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did enjoy, make sure you guys do hit that like button and subscribe. Like I've been saying, we just hit 8K subs. Very thankful for that. And we're about to hit 10K subs very soon. So if you aren't subscribed, join the Clutch gang, hit that subscribe button. That's pretty much it, man. Hope you guys did enjoy. Until next time, Clutch out.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.